All right, guys, we're going to look at the functions of money, and this is going to go pretty quickly because it's really simple, easy. So I'll go through here really quickly to again just kind of cover the basic information about money, characteristics of money, things like that. Functions of money. There's three of those. We see there medium of exchange. We use it to exchange for goods instead of having to barter like had to do many years ago. We do use money to exchange for goods. And you see they're used to exchange for goods. Again, we used to barter many years ago, trading goods, and sometimes people will still barter goods, trade goods. Instead of exchanging money, they'll exchange goods. So you see there the definition of bartering. Okay. This is just a funny little cartoon. It says, "All fixed, ma'am. You owe me two hay bales." Um, Oops, and that's covered up. I can't see that. So anyway, there it is. Two hay bales, four sugar cubes, and three apples. And again, when you had to barter, it made things a lot more difficult to trade or do business because it took a double coincidence of wants. Each person had to want what the other person had to offer. So let's see. I believe, yeah, I just mentioned double coincidence of wants there. You must have a service that the other person actually wants there. Second function of money is unit of accounting. And let's see, used to compare the value of goods, obviously, and service relation to one another there. Uh, and then I think allows for accurate financial records, which money does. And we'll get into that here shortly, too. And then the third function of money is to store value, purchasing power. You can save that money, use it at a later date very easily. Okay. Then let's see, paydays come regular, spending does not. Again, that deals with saving money, putting it aside for uses at a later time. Okay. Characteristics of money, guys. This is really brief here. There's quite a few characteristics, but they're basically one-word answers. I'm going to go through here really quickly. Money, as far as characteristics, is durable. And we'll watch a video probably in the next day or two about the durability, how money is made. It's portable, very easy to move around, put a lot of it in small areas. And again, we don't have to carry goods like when we barter. Money can be moved very easily. Divisible, we can break it down into smaller units and change and things like that. So it's stable in value for the most part. I mean, it does can change some, but again, you want it to be stable in value. It is scarce, and that's obviously what makes it so valuable. And that's what we'll get into when we get the Federal Reserve, how they regulate how much money is in the money supply, because you've got to be careful. You don't want too much, too little in the money supply. You've got to make it where it's still valuable. And that's why we can't just print all the money we want, because the value of the dollar would obviously drop and it wouldn't be as scarce as it once was. So, excuse me. And going on, accepted here, money must be accepted. We are on the fiat monetary system, which I'll talk about here in just a second. Types of money, this is the three types of money. A lot of people don't realize there's three types of money, but we'll look at those. Commodity money. Value as a good, aside from its value as money. And I'll show you just a few examples here. You see cattle, obviously, it's food. It's money. You can be turned into money. Gemstones can be turned into money. It can also be used as jewelry. But on the commodity market, there's tons of commodities out there, grains, corns, oil, you name it, tons of commodities, but they have value other than their value as money. So we see a lot of those in our society for sure, in the commodity markets, things like that. Representative money here, something backed by a valuable item. So we're certificate, excuse me. You see in the bottom left there, you see a check. A check is representative money. A debit card is representative money. It represents money in other forms, bank accounts, things like that. Years ago, they used to have to carry around representative money a lot more than obviously we do today. But today we've got obviously checks, debit cards, things like that. A credit card is not considered representative money because it is not money that you have. It may be money that some of you have, but some people spend it like it's their own money, and it's really not. So, and then the third and final. Whoops, let me go back there. It's fiat money. Fiat money, guys, is valuable because the government says so. It's legal U.S. tender there. And what is fiat money? Any money that you have cash there, that is known as fiat money. If you went up to somebody and said, "Hey, give me some fiat money," they probably wouldn't have a clue what you're talking about. It's just your money. Many years ago, we used to be on the gold standard. Now we're on the fiat monetary system, in which our money is valuable because the government says it's valuable. Many years ago, all the money in circulation was backed by an equal amount of gold. No longer is that the case. Okay, so just a real brief overview of money, functions of money, characteristics of money, and the types of money that we see. So, anyway, hopefully that was easy enough, and we will see you down the road.